Who wants to hear something funny? I don't care. I'm going to tell you anyways. Because I just think it's funny. Now, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the kind gestures from these people. But it's just ridiculous. So I went to the foot doctor. You still gotta wear a mask at like medical facilities and stuff. So I had my mask on. And the lobby was almost empty. And then Grandma came in. And then this chatty dude came in. And he goes, "Can I sit next to you?" And I go, "I got COVID." And then Grandma's like, I'm like, it's a joke. Chill out. And then I'm like, wait till I have a coughing fit. That's going to really upset you a great deal. And I did not have a coughing fit until I got into the room. I try really hard not to freak people out. But it is what it is. And so the story I'm going to tell is an old story. When I worked in the office, we get new people all the time. So I'm at my desk hacking, coughing, Everybody's used to it. They probably hate listening to it because it's annoying. And it reminds me, here's another story. We're gonna venture off for a minute. There was this girl that worked at United Healthcare when I worked there, and I called her the random hacker. And I am that random hacker now. And I feel so bad for making fun of her. Well, not to her face. But, calling her the random hacker and being like, dude, can't you put her in a closet somewhere? Why doesn't she work from home? She probably has a health issue. I've learned my lesson, folks. But anywho, I'm in the office. This is not at United Healthcare. I am hacking up along. This new kid comes over, slams down some Sudafed and goes, "You take this." And I just looked at him. I go, "That isn't going to do anything for me. I have cancer." And he was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And then 5 minutes later, he comes over. He goes, "I have cancer too." Great. Well, he didn't work there for very long because unfortunately, he really did have cancer. I don't know what that kid's doing anymore. And I'm pretty sure he had to leave work because his cancer returned and it wasn't something he could work through. I am blessed that I can work through my disease. I mean, I feel crummy a lot, but I can still work and I can still pay my bills. Yes, I could stop working, but Social Security isn't going to pay me good. And then I'd have to pay for Medicare and my own insurance. And I'm feeding Jadwin, so if you hear weird noises, it's him. So yeah, I'm going to work as long as I can work. Just some days are better than others. And so I'm at the doctor's office. I'm in my room. I'm hacking up along because that's what I do. And the nurse comes in. She goes, "Do you want some cough drops?" And I was like, "Oh, that's so sweet. No, I don't." And I said, "I have cancer. Those aren't going to help. The cough syrup doesn't help anymore, really." I used to that's really sad too because I enjoyed the cough syrup. They start you off on the easier drugs when you have a cough. They're called cough pearls or something. I had those. Those worked for a little while. Those were very good. They're just a little pill you take. It's a little pill. They call them pearls. So then now I've graduated to the codeine cough syrup, but when I take it, I get a headache the next day. So I've been experimenting with that. I know this is not good to admit on the internet. But what I've done is I've tried to... The dosage is like this anyways. So I take a teeny weeny sip from the bottle, like just a little sippy sip to coat my throat. That seems to stop the coughing, or at least the bad coughing. I feel like I should have a 6-pack on my stomach because of all the coughing I do, because I can feel my stomach, like I'm doing a sit-up. That's the word. I was going to say a push-up. I would never do a push-up. But yeah, so, and that hasn't caused a headache. And it allows me to sleep, which is really good. Because the cough syrup now, the codeine cough syrup, keeps me awake if I take a full dose. Super! This is just so awful. And so, next week, because the PA that I worked with yesterday, Doctor all dressed in black, is that what I decided I'm calling her? I don't know, I like her. She's good. She's thorough. Not that they're not thorough there, but I like her. She's like, oh, I'll get you into the GI center. She sure did. My appointment is next Thursday. I'm getting scoped. And, not butt scoped, although I probably need one. But they're gonna do that down the throat. I'm very apprehensive about that because I'm probably gonna puke. I don't like to puke in front of people because when I have a good puke, not only does stuff come out. This is gross. So if you're still listening, Kim, thanks. I appreciate you. Y'all know. You've all probably done it once or twice in your life. I'm just gonna admit to it. So when I have a good puke, it comes out my mouth, I booger, my eyes water. It's just disgusting. But I figure Roswell's probably seen everything. So there was no need to be embarrassed. Like that one time when I had to go around with all the blood in my hair. Yeah, that was cool. It's another story for another time. If you do want to hear it, let me know. Because it's really not that great. But they dug the thing out of my foot. I'm a happy girl. It's snowing out. I need to buy bread. But I didn't want to go to the store because it's snowing. So I made an order with Walmart and they're going to deliver tomorrow. Hopefully the bread's in stock. I ordered yesterday, I think it was, and I had stuff delivered, but they didn't have my bread. They're like, would you like this oat bread? I'm like, nobody wants oat bread. Don't bring me oat bread. Don't bring me wheat bread. Just bring me bread. White bread. You can call me white bread if you want. Oh my gosh. Look at how weird my teeth look when I sit like this. See? This is my teeth. They kind of glow. I haven't had any candy yet, by the way. Just in case you're wondering if I'm weird. I'm weird without the candy. Wait till I get the candy in me. I don't want to eat. I've lost 4 pounds. Yay. Because I haven't been eating. And the doctor's like, do you want to see a nutritionist? And I'm like, no. I can spare a few pounds. It's all right. Poor Chadwin. We're going to try a smaller syringe today with his food to see if the food will go through that hole. That might be easier to feed him with because that big syringe. Dude. I'm going to show it to you. It's this. Can you see this? It's huge, right? But when the food is in it, the plunger is hard to push. I have to use 2 hands because I have no strength. And stupid me, I usually point it into the bowl so that when it does its weird random squirt, because you know it does, it finally goes and then it goes a lot. I pointed at the ceiling. I got dog food on the ceiling. I mean, I cleaned it up. But I got dog food on the ceiling today. Oh, life is good, though. But I'm good. Everything's good. I'm getting scoped next week. My boss tried to tell me that I'm going to need to take Friday off, too, because I can't do anything after I've had anesthesia. And I'm like, Do you know how often I've come to work after I've been doped up by the doctors? Please. I'm just worried that it'll screw with my voice. I'll probably have a sore throat. But I don't have any PTO, so I'm going to have to figure things out. So... oh, sorry. It's not COVID. So, I want to thank y'all for letting me entertain you while I'm waiting for Jadwin to finish his meal, so I can administer the rest of the food to him. He's so cute. And he's... I wouldn't say he's doing well, but he's doing alright for a guy his age. Yeah. Did you all hear that? I'm gonna have to sign off here so I can finish feeding him. Thanks for watching. Look at that. Look at my finger. And hey, did you see that lady who went into Niagara Falls? Say a prayer for her and her family. That's super sad. That's right. Jadwin just said it's super sad too. He talks. Alright. I'm sorry. I'm feeling chatty. So, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night.